Are you feeling overwhelmed about starting the carnivore diet? Trust me, I understand. That's where I was. And after almost 700 days of eating meat, I've got 7 tips to help you when you're starting the carnivore diet. Let's go. Hi guys, welcome back to Carnivore Granny Chats. I am super excited. I'm about to hit 700 days of eating meat, and I want to celebrate with 7 helpful tips on how to start the carnivore diet in my empty house. Check it out. We're down to hardly any furniture, so I'm coming to you from our old photography studio. So starting the carnivore diet can be overwhelming. I totally get this. It was for me in the beginning. Like, can I have this sauce? Can I have pepper? Can I have garlic salt? Can I have, what is it? What can I have? I would keep it simple. Just meat, salt, and water. And you don't need to track calories. Just eat until you're full and eat again when you're hungry. In the beginning, I was eating 5 or 6 pounds of meat a day. My body was healing and it was craving those nutrients. Now, really, it's maybe not even a pound of meat a day anymore. So yeah, just go with how you feel. If you can go with OMAD 1 meal a day, then do it. I still like 2 to 3 meals a day, depending on my activity level. So, but keep it simple: meat, salt, water. Guys, I just wanted to pop in and say that Saturday morning, we have a huge announcement coming, something I've been working on in the background. So I want you to stay tuned and look for a post and look for it on X, look for it on Facebook, Twitter, and I'll post here on YouTube too and do a video about it next week. But we are going to have a big announcement coming on Saturday. So stay tuned. I am super duper pumped. Now let's get back to the show. Okay. Tip number 2. Electrolytes matter. So you can go the route of the element salts or this or that, but I would say, again, kind of back piggybacking off tip number 1 is keep it simple. Just salt and water. Just either I like to just kind of lick my finger and dip it in some salt and do it that way. You can actually salt your water, salt your meat, even salt your bacon if you want. But make sure to get those electrolytes in, and don't worry about too much salt, because guess what? You'll just pee it out. You don't have to worry about it. And if you live any place like I do right now in Arizona, where it's a dry heat, you need all the electrolytes you can get. And so salt it up, baby. Tip number 3, expect an adaptation stage. Expect and plan that you're going to not feel good for a week or two. There are ways to combat those feelings, but it just kind of mark it in your calendar. I'm just not gonna have many plans for these 2 weeks because I'm gonna be transitioning from this high carb or this SAD diet to a more high protein and fat diet, no carb diet. Tip number 4, and we kind of touched on this earlier, but make sure you eat enough. Do not undereat. I've said this 1 million times to everybody, and they're probably sick and tired of hearing me say it, but do not undereat. There's zero reason to be hungry on carnivore. If you're traveling, there are wonderful things like carnivore bars that it's just meat and fat and salt. And they do have some flavors as well, but those are great to pop in your purse and take with you on a flight or a road trip or a hike, anything if you think you might get hungry. But there's no reason to be hungry on carnivore. Eat until you're full, eat again when you're hungry. And don't feel like you have to stick to, I need 16-hour fasting and 8 hours of eating window. That's great. That's really great for those that can do it. More power to you. But every day, I feel like for me, at least, is a little different. Some days I'm just not as hungry, and other days I'm like a ravenous, fool. I just cannot get enough food in me. So it just depends on like your stress level, your activity level, what you have going on. Maybe your body's still healing and it's processing some things. So I say listen to your body. and just, do what you feels naturally. Once you are fat adapted, that hunger signal will change, and you will realize that when you're actually hungry and when you're just, bored or emotional or even thirsty, even. So, yeah, don't undereat. Tip number 5, don't fear fat. Okay? Got it? Don't fear it. There's nothing to be scared of. You cannot get fat from eating fat. Don't blame fat for what the sugar did, or the carbs did. You cannot. You can overeat fat. I know. I did it yesterday. I loved butter, and I was just loving my butter yesterday. I got a little tummy ache because I knew I did not listen to my body, and I kept going and ate too much fat. But it's not a big deal. You kind of excrete it out, poop it out, and yeah, you're fine. But so today I am extra energetic, even though I did not sleep, probably from eating too much fat and having all this energy. So yeah, fat is energy, fat is fuel, and fat is how you are going to go about your day. So don't fear it. Eat it off the steak. If you don't want to do that and it grosses you out, fine, cut it off your steak, but add tallow to your steak and dip bites in butter. Grab butter out of the fridge and just gnaw on it. Go to town. Do not fear fat. Tip number 6. This is the only thing I want you to track. Listen. Come in closer. Listen. I want you to track how you're feeling and your measurements. That's it. I don't care about the scale. I don't care about anything. I don't care about your fat to protein ratio. I don't care about any of that. But I want you to track. And this is a great method. I designed this journal to help anyone starting carnivore or any sort of healing journey. And you can track, and it's all positive. It tracks your wake time, your bedtime, what you're grateful for, how you feel, your food, and how your emotions that day, what you did to be proud of yourself. And it does have spots for your measurements. So you can take your measurements every month. The scale lies. Clothes and measurements tell the truth. So if your clothes are starting to feel looser, rock on. If your measurements are showing progress, rock on. If you're feeling better, rock on. Like it's not all about weight loss. It's about healing. And sometimes the weight loss comes last. So let your body, it's smart. Let it do what it knows what to do and heal in its own time. And you will soon reap the rewards. Okay, last tip. Tip number 7. It's community. I was blessed and had my husband do this journey along with me. And that support was amazing because I didn't really have support of my family behind me. They thought I was a little crazy. So that might be where you're at, where you may not have a spouse or a significant other or a sister, brother, somebody to do it along with you. I highly suggest either joining a community program, a group program. I know there's many out there, or Facebook groups, Twitter groups. There's many of them out there, and just it helps not knowing that you're not alone. It helps answering questions, fears, victories, anything you have. That community support is vital, and will help you because it's not all rainbows and butterflies, guys. There's some tough times. Yes, I feel great, and that is perfect motivation. But everybody has days where they slip up, or cravings, or where they want to slip up and they're trying not to. It's okay. We're all human, it is what it is. There's no getting back on track. It's just eating the proper human diet and proper human fuel and going about life. It is what it is. So don't beat yourself up too bad if you do mess up, but make sure to find that community, and that community support can really, really help. All right, guys. So which tip do you think will help you the most or has helped you the most if you already are carnivore? If you have any additional tips for people starting out, drop them below. I'd love to hear them. I know there are everybody has different ideas on how to start and what to eat and things. And I just love that we all have different ideas and we can share them and grow from them. And so I love learning, and please, please let me know down below your thoughts. And if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.